Hello, my name is Drew Miller, and I have ALS, more commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS is the world's best kept secret. ALS does not discriminate on the basis of race, religion, nationality, gender, or economic status. It can strike anyone. It can even strike people who work here in the Senate. How do I know that? I am living proof. I have worked for the Senate for more than 22 years. I work in the Senate recording studio as the broadcast production manager. I was diagnosed with ALS on March 1, 2010, just 23 months ago. I was shocked when I was diagnosed. I was a healthy 42-year-old. My initial symptom was a slight twitching in my left hand. That was it. Physically, I felt better than ever. I was sure the doctors who diagnosed me at Johns Hopkins had it wrong. I was leading a normal life, driving my two teenage daughters to the mall, to their various activities, and to their friends' houses. I would attend my daughters' softball games and enjoyed going to their school plays and various functions. I was an active person, even playing in an adult baseball league. The doctors had to have it wrong. How could they tell me I had a fatal disease like ALS when I felt perfectly fine? Here I am, less than 2 years later, unable to attend those softball games, unable to drive my kids to the mall, unable to do anything for myself. I spend my life in this wheelchair, or in bed. I require round-the-clock care. My caregivers have to do everything for me, from feeding me to transferring me to a portable commode to rolling me over in bed. Last May, when I was here on Capitol Hill for ALS Advocacy Day, I could operate my wheelchair with my hand. Here I am today, some 8 months later, and I can no longer move my arms or legs, and have to rely on my family or caregivers to operate my chair. All because of the world's best kept secret, ALS. I rely on this computer to communicate. ALS has taken away my ability to speak. This computer allows me to communicate with my family, friends, and caregivers. The computer tracks the movement of my pupils, and I can type with my eyes. The eyes are not typically affected by ALS. I cannot imagine life without this computer. My insurance company feels differently. This type of technology costs $18,000. My insurance company paid $1,000 towards the cost of the computer. Yes, one of the same insurance companies that you, as a federal employee, can choose from. My health insurance is a federal plan. 2 years ago, I was in the prime of my life, enjoying my family, enjoying my work, and planning my future, including my retirement. ALS has taken away much of that. I do not tell you this seeking pity. I tell you this because there is so much that can be done. There is no cure for ALS. There is no effective treatment either. I am taking the only FDA-approved medication for ALS. I am told it may give me 3 to 5 months more to live. H.R. 3497, the Modern Cures Act, is a critical piece of legislation that needs to be passed now. Passage of this legislation would help in finding new treatments for ALS. There is so much that Congress can do to help me and others who are affected by ALS. When I use the words affected by ALS, I am not only referring to those of us who are diagnosed with the disease, I am referring to the family members who have lost their loved ones to the disease, the caregivers, the mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all the family members who have been affected by this horrific disease, and, yes, even the daughters like mine who is here with me today. My daughter, Jessica, and the rest of my family, friends, and caregivers are unbelievably supportive to me, always making sure I am as comfortable as possible. ALS is no secret to them, and no secret to everyone else in this room. I urge you to help us in getting rid of the world's best kept secret once and for all. Thank you.